How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Deportations, national security, foreign policy, lower taxes. Do I need to
Cool,
say
cool,
more?
cool. Cool. Let me give me 10 seconds. I'll start the YouTube channel. It looks like your name is John. Well, how's it going on YouTube? As you guys are starting to join up in, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. We're on TikTok. Make sure to double tap that phone screen to that follow button if you haven't already. Repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things. If you are a Trump supporter, hop up in the box. We are looking to talk to Trump supporters. John over here is telling us that he supports Trump because of deportation, national security, etc., etc. Deportation. What is one benefit of mass deportation?
Besides national security, well, only Americans get hired. That's what I want. I don't care if it's cheaper for a business owner to hire an illegal. I want only Americans hired in this country, and I want only English speaking people in this country.
Under the idea of mass deportation, for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 US born workers would lose their job.
Say that again?
Under the idea or the actual aspect of mass deportation, for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 US born workers would lose their job.
Or they lose it.
Yeah, it's going to be supply and demand. It's going to be basic supply and demand, because these companies that actually don't have these millions of workers anymore, they don't have an incentive to hire American workers. They actually have an incentive to downsize their company and actually fire workers, American-born workers, right? And that's according to the American Immigration Council. There's no incentive for them to hire American workers.
Sure. So if that's true, I'd have to check the source. But if that is true, and your business had to downsize because you're deporting illegal aliens, I support it. They shouldn't be here. End
Okay,
of
so you
discussion.
support for every 500,000 immigrants being removed, 44,000 US born workers losing their job.
Yes, I want only Americans here.
So you support millions of Americans losing their job.
If that's what it takes to get the illegals out, yes.
So it went from you want Americans to have jobs to now you don't want Americans to have jobs.
I want them to have jobs the right way. If it involves bringing illegals across the border, I don't want it.
Okay, but you're not okay. So what is one benefit of mass deportation? Because clearly it's not jobs. So what is a
What
benefit?
benefits is this is a country of Americans and American values, and
What
there's
are
even
some American values?
well, for one, we speak English here. I don't want people speaking Spanish here. We shouldn't even teach Spanish in schools unless you want to
What
do
about
it.
French?
Um, I think both should be like an elective. Like you could choose to
They are
do it.
electives. They're not forced upon
I was
in any
forced to
school.
take Spanish. I grew up in the American system. I had to take Spanish or French. It wasn't a choice.
Yeah, electives. Yeah,
Yeah, I had to take.
languages. Yeah. Do you want people to not learn languages? I mean, you can
No,
choose
if you
between
want, it should be a
Mandarin.
choice.
It depends on the school, but they have Spanish. They have French. They have Mandarin. It's not
Right.
just
It
Spanish.
should it should be a choice though, not forced.
I mean, in order to get into some colleges, you need to have credits of
So
languages.
if you want it should be a choice. I was forced to learn either French or Spanish, and I didn't need either one.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that the school wants to teach children languages. That's not a bad thing. That's a
Well, we're
good
in
thing.
America here. I don't speak Spanish.
America never had a actual specified language
Oh, here we
until
go with
Donald
this
Trump came into
bullshit.
office.
You know we speak English here, guy. You know in Mexico they speak Spanish. Figure it out. It's not
Yes,
hard.
here we speak English, Spanish, French, Mandarin, whatever people want to speak, they can
No, the
speak.
majority speak English. Stop playing games. You
That
know
doesn't
that.
mean that we shouldn't teach our kids Spanish or French.
No. If the kids want to, but it shouldn't. And if they want to do it, the kids should be allowed to do it. But it shouldn't be a requirement. Like you have to take French or Spanish. You can choose
Yes.
which one, but no.
That's honestly, I agree with that being a requirement because I think we need to teach kids to be
You
more
think it should be a
diverse.
requirement?
Yes, to be more diverse. I
Why?
think it should be a requirement because it teaches kids to be more diverse, right? And then we don't end
What's
up having people like you hating on people just for speaking a different language. I'm sorry that
I don't
growing
hate
up
on
you
them.
weren't taught a different language. I'm sorry that you're not capable enough
Oh, I
of
was
learning a
taught.
second
I
language,
was
right?
taught.
But it's actually smart people who know more than one language, right? It's
Sure.
actually people who are dedicated to learning
So
more languages. Right, so
yeah,
I'm sorry
so
that you're not smart enough, but it's not our
yeah.
fault.
Well, I was forced to learn Spanish, and by the way, my point being was it should be a choice, not that you have to
Yeah, you
do
have a
it.
choice between French and Spanish. You said there's
Once
your choice.
Yeah, that it's exactly. Neither of them should be required. Is
Yeah,
my
why not?
point. Right. We speak English here, so if you want to get a job in
Says who?
Mexico,
Who says
go
we
learn
who
Spanish.
says we speak English?
Are you fucking dumb?
Who says we speak
You
English?
can't figure that out. This is what I'm talking about with common sense too. You can't. That's why I voted for Trump. You can't figure out that we speak English in
Common
America.
sense. He said coal is clean. Windmills are causing whales to die at numbers never seen before.
So I just told you.
Tylenol causes
Hold on. We could
autism.
talk about all
Common
of that,
sense.
but
Yeah, yeah, sure.
please answer. Do we not speak majority English here?
Do majority of Americans speak English? Sure.
Yes.
Just because a majority of Americans speak English doesn't mean that we
Okay,
are an
here we
English-speaking
go.
country.
It's like what the fuck, dude? This is so easy to figure out. You don't. You go to
I think you're
Mexico.
just racist.
It's not racist. I
No,
just
you
like
are.
my
You're
country.
racist, and
I
you're
like.
mad that you don't know how to
Yeah.
like learn
I love
another
my
language.
country, and I want it to stay the same. We're the greatest country on earth because of certain cultures and values. Now, if you
diverse.
start,
It's a melting pot.
if
That's why we're the greatest country on earth.
It's now, and people
Sonya
don't
over here says he speaks 3 languages. You're jealous of
I don't
Sonya,
care what
right?
he does. People don't assimilate here too. That's also my problem. They don't
What
assimilate.
do you mean by assimilate? What do you mean by that?
When you come here, you better learn English to know how to speak English. If you speak Spanish here and you don't know English, you're gone, deported
That's
immediately.
not how it works. If they have
should be.
citizenship, they don't need they can't be deported, buddy.
I know they can't. My point is they should be.
Do you think the white race is gonna die off if we don't control migration?
I think you would like that.
I'm asking you. Do you think the white race is
Think
gonna
about
die if we
that.
don't
No,
control
because
migration?
you'd have to take our guns, and you couldn't do that. You're too weak.
So if we have uncontrolled migration, the white race
I
will
speak
not
Spanish.
die.
Deport me. He said. What's that?
Can you keep track? I asked you a question. If we don't control migration, do you think the white race is gonna die?
Yeah, if it gets too out of hand, yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be a bad thing?
Of course, we built this country,
It's a
dumbass.
white supremacist. No, you guys didn't build this country.
I'm a white
You guys
supremacist.
committed.
I just speak the
Yes,
truth.
hold on. That is literally a white supremacist view. White supremacists hold the view of saying that it is a bad thing if the white race dies off if we don't control migration. That is quite literally a white supremacist view. Now, shut up. You guys didn't build this country. No, this was
I'm Irish Italian.
You guys founded this country on genocide.
I'm
right?
Irish Italian.
Okay, I don't give a fuck.
So that's my point. We built this country Irish
That's
Italian.
great. Congratulations. We're talking about.
No, just say thank you. Just say thank you.
Congratulations. Do you want a cookie?
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Is what I'm.
Yeah, because you're a white supremacist.
How am I white? I'm just
I
telling
just
you the
told
truth.
you, white
I don't give a
supremacists.
fuck if you
I
like it
just
or
told you,
not.
white supremacists hold the idea that if we don't control mass migration, the white race is gonna die, and that's a very bad thing.
Are you
White
denying?
supremacists hold that.
Are you denying the Liberal Party doesn't constantly go after white people, call them fascist, racist, white supremacists?
If
with
someone's
no
a fascist,
basis
we'll
for it?
call them a fascist. Yes, it's not
Is
just
Trump
white
a
people.
fascist? Is Trump a
is
fascist?
yes, he meets no, actually no, I take back. He meets the 4 tenets of fascism, but if you want to go based upon if you want to go based upon Hitler in Italy during World War II, he's only on he's not fully a fascist, but if you want to go based on the 14 tenets of fascism, yes, he does meet the
He's
criteria
not
for fascism.
fully a fascist, but I'm going to call him that because
in order to be
like
in order to be a fascist, you need to have ultimate power, and Donald Trump doesn't have that yet.
Yeah, how do you think he would do that?
What we're in right now, what we should be worrying about is an illiberal democracy. That's what we should be worrying about, not fascism. An illiberal democracy.
What do you mean by that?
An illiberal democracy is where, yes, we do have a form of democracy, but it is controlled by a certain group of people and distorted to make it seem like we are voting for representatives or for the president. But in reality, they distort it in a way to where the elites basically control this democracy. That's why it's called an illiberal democracy compared to a liberal democracy. So what we should be worried about right now is an illiberal democracy and not a fascist regime. Right, because remember, in order to have a fascist regime, you need to have ultimate power. You take a look at history, Germany, you need to have ultimate power. So that's why Donald Trump is not a fascist.
All right, I agree. He's not a fascist.
He is on the second to last step. He has power right now. The last step for full fascism is going to be ultimate power. Right. So if he does reach ultimate power, then he is a fascist. If you want to go based on the 14 tenets of fascism, he is a fascist. But we should be worried about an illiberal
you just
democracy.
reversed twice. He's a fascist or he's not? Yes or no?
I'm telling you, based on different wordings. If you want to go based on Italy and Germany,
wordings, just a definition.
Again, people use fascism in different. Okay, what definition of fascism are you using?
I'm just saying, you guys compare him to Hitler and Nazi Germany.
Okay, if you want to compare him to World War II, Italy and Germany, then no, because again, in order to be a fascist, in comparison to those, you need to have full and complete power. Now, some people use the definition being 14 tenets of fascism, right?
If sure, but what do you think specifically? What do you think?
I think that we should be worried more about an illiberal democracy, not
yes,
fascism.
But do you personally think he's a fascist? Is my question.
I think he's on his way there, yes, but not fully.
So it's
he's
an
not
opinion.
He's not a fascist.
Opinion. It's opinion.
No, it's a fact that he's not a fascist because he doesn't have full and complete power.
So he's not a fascist.
He is on his way there because he is eroding checks and balances.
You say that
via the Constitution.
You know who made the most executive orders was President Obama. Would you call him a fascist?
Again, that's not eroding checks and balances.
Of course it is. He overruled everybody. He ordered the most executive
orders. Name one executive order that was unconstitutional that he still passed or attempted to pass.
It wasn't unconstitutional.
Perfect.
He's allowed
and
to
that's
do
not
it.
eroding checks and balances. Presidents have the power to pass executive orders, but when you pass an executive order that attempts to dismantle the 14th Amendment by banning birthright citizenship, that is an attack on the Constitution.
Right.
And when you disregard courts' rulings saying that is an attack on the Constitution, that is eroding checks and balances. So yes, Donald Trump is on the road to fascism.
If
like I already stated, we shouldn't be worrying about fascism.
If Congress
we should be worrying about
something
illiberal democracy.
He would just overrule them, do an executive order. He didn't care.
Yes, Donald Trump would overrule Congress. Yes.
Way less than Obama did.
That is trying to erode checks and balances. That's
what Trump
eroding checks and balances.
Excuse me, that's what Obama did.
Okay, name one executive order.
Look it up for yourself.
Yeah, so you don't have any facts or evidence. So first off, you were spreading white supremacy's talking points, and now you're trying to justify. You're trying to actually justify now eroding checks and balances, which will lead to fascism.
I can tell you, you're just anti-white.
I'm anti-white.
Yes.
How am I anti-white?
You're white. Well, you're not white, but you don't like white people.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because I just compared Obama and Trump. Said Obama did more executive orders, but you call Trump a fascist.
Presidents have the option, and presidents have the legal authority to do executive orders if it does not violate the Constitution. Obviously,
right,
Congress.
But you call Trump a fascist.
Congress and the Supreme Court can check them. It doesn't matter how many they do. They can do 1,000. It does not make them a fascist. The only way someone becomes a fascist, if you want to go based on Germany and Italy, it's if they erode checks and balances, they cancel elections, they cancel the Constitution, and they have full and complete power. Again, Italy and Germany are prominent examples of this.
Right.
And only way of being a fascist if they have full and complete power. Again, if you want to base it upon those two examples.
Right.
So no,
but Trump doesn't.
Obama was not a fascist, and Trump is not a fascist. But Trump is on his way to being a fascist because he's eroding checks and balances. I've already stated this multiple times. We should not be worrying about fascism. We need to be worrying about an illiberal democracy. I already explained this to you.
No, you didn't explain it. What checks and balances?
What's an illiberal democracy? Go ahead.
No. I said, what checks and balances has he eroded? That was your claim.
Constitution, ignoring Supreme Court rulings.
The what?
The Constitution ignoring Supreme Court rulings.
He doesn't have to.
Yes,
he doesn't have to abide by Supreme Court rule.
No, hold on. The Constitution says no one is above the law. The Supreme Court is actually the group of individuals that give the set of laws, or not the
Supreme Court has no right getting involved in foreign policy or domestic policy.
Yes, they do. If it violates the Constitution, yes, it does.
Absolutely not.
If it violates the Constitution, yes, it does.
He didn't violate the Constitution.
Yes, it did. He violated the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, 10th Amendment.
You guys tried to lock him up and kill him.
Okay, you guys? No, who's you guys? Democrats. Hold on. Pause.
Charges against him.
Butler, Pennsylvania. He was a registered Republican. Butler, Pennsylvania. He was a registered Republican. You fucking donut. It wasn't Democrats. Butler, Pennsylvania was a registered Republican.
He was a registered Republican and he tried to
It was not liberals. It was not progressives. It was not leftists. They were registered Republicans. Just like January 6th, Republicans are the party of hate. They're the party of violence.
Are you kidding?
It's the registered Republicans who are the party of violence. It is not the liberals.
I want the people to hear this. Trump supporters tried to pew Trump. No, what happened was the kid went totally rogue.
Are you denying he was a registered Republican? Are you denying that? Are you
Shut
denying
up
that?
for a second.
Are you
The kid
denying
went
that?
totally rogue. There's YouTube comments where he was saying he was going to assassinate Trump because he's abandoned America. He wasn't Republican.
He was a registered Republican. Are you denying that?
And
It,
you guys
it is
also said that.
absolutely a fact that he was a
No.
registered Republican.
And you
It
guys
is
said it
absolute
about
fact.
the Charlie Kirk shooter.
Charlie Kirk, he was a groiper. He had groiper wording in the bullets.
Oh, he had groiper wording in the bullet.
That's groiper.
He shot
yes.
a Republican he disagreed with. His parents may have been Republican, but he wasn't.
No, hold on. The person who shot Charlie Kirk was a groiper. He was not a liberal. He was literally anti-LGBTQ. He was anti-LGBTQ, as we see in the
He
bullet
was
cases.
dating a tranny.
No, he wasn't. They were
Yes,
they were
he
roommates.
was, you idiot.
They were roommates.
A furry fucking tranny.
Okay, don't call him that. Don't be weird. You're
He
disgusting.
was a tranny. What do you want me to tell you? He's a tranny.
Get out of my live stream, bro. People like you piss me off. Holy shit. Trying to explain to you how you're spreading white supremacist talking points. I try to explain to you the difference between an illiberal democracy and a fascist regime. I try to explain to you the history of a fascist regime and how people use different definitions of fascism, like the 14 tenets, or going back to Hitler and in Italy prior to or during World War II, and you can't understand shit. And then I actually tell you that they're a registered Republican for both but for Donald Trump and then a groiper for Charlie Kirk, and you don't understand shit. Get out of my live. You're weird.